Good day, global crypto enthusiasts. This is 88 Fantastic coming to you, and I do know the day of the week this time. It is Thursday, August 1st, 2019. Excuse me. Thank you for joining me, everybody. What do we see right now? The last couple of hours, we see Bitcoin fighting at a price of 10,380-ish, 390-ish to about 10,420-ish. We've been in that fight for about 3-4 hours right now. Where do we see our actual market? When it's coming on my screen here, 282 billion, 0.5, really good to see. The one thing we wanted to look at here is now that we've had money into the market for about 2.5 days right now, let's see where it's all going right now. In the last 24, Bitcoin obviously moving right up, Binance coin moving right up, Monero getting a little bit of love, and Tezos. But other than that, in the top 25, look at nothing. So that's what scares me is we scaled back all the way to 260. Let's have a look at our market here. And we went up to 285. And let's just check the last 7 days. So we basically got speed bag from the 27th all the way to the 31st. And we've been slowly getting a little bit back into it. And we were stuck in that 265 to 268 range forever. But we're not seeing, other than maybe 3 coins in the top 25, the money is really going into the 100s to the 300 range, where they're trying to make some serious bank on that right now. So today we got 4 really good articles for you guys, and we're going to save our last 2 for last, dealing with the Tether issue once again. And our first article is over at newsbtc.com. Although there has been a significant amount of talk surrounding Bitcoin dropping to the upper region of 8,000, one billionaire investor recently explained that he believes it is unlikely that the crypto drops back to its 2018 lows, but also noted that a drop to 8,500 would make him nervous. Okay, so when I say the chart, guys, and what the chart says, that's not how I'm reading the chart and my interpretation of the charts. When I say the chart, guys, it's the Elliott wave, guys. It's your pitch for it's everything that has to do with Elliott waves and predictive analysis. And since July 15th, correct, July the 15th, the Elliott wave chart guys have been calling for an $8,500 Bitcoin since July 15th for all of July. And then when Bitcoin had its 600 drop there, what was it, 3-4 days ago, then the Elliott wave guys come out and said Bitcoin's going to drop to 7,300. So when they say things like this and the price of the market moves like that, you just got to be careful and watch who watch what you're reading and read the charts the way that you see it yourselves, right? So a few videos ago, a reader had asked me, or a viewer, sorry, where did I see the low of Bitcoin going for July and basically for the first weekend of August? And I said 92 to 9,300 2 to 3 videos ago, and the lowest Bitcoin had dropped to was 91.94. So I was $6 off, where these guys were still another $700-800 off and down to 7,300. They're still $2,000 off. So I don't see Bitcoin. There's a definite possibility that BTC could hit 8,500, but for it to drop down to its 2018 lows at 3,200, $4,000, that's just not going to happen in our lifetime. And the reason that's not going to happen is it could have survived last year, which it did, and at 17 and 16 and all the way back. That's because the market was so small. Those kind of losses really had very little impact on a bigger group of people, whereas we see right now the global group of people that are now informed on Bitcoin is getting there. So that's why I don't see I could see it dropping back there. I don't want to see it go back there, but there's no way it drops back to the sub levels of 2018 because there wouldn't be a market after that. Here is my favorite article of the week, and this one is over at cryptoglobe.com. Bitcoin is spectacular, says former Brazilian central banker. Now, before we get into this article, I have actually watched a lot on the lady that they're going to talk about here, and her name is Christine Lagarde. And if you really want to get a good insight on what this lady's all about, she and herself is awesome. Go check out Max Keiser on the RT channel and the Max Keiser Report. She's been on there a few times talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. She's absolutely awesome. Our central banker starting to come around to Bitcoin, Christine Lagarde, currently chair of the International Money Fund, the IMF, and nominee for the presidency of the European Central Bank, is an advocate And now the former governor of Brazil's monetary authority has called the cryptocurrency spectacular. It's funny when they say now she's been calling it Bitcoin spectacular and awesome. For me, probably for the last year, it's just a matter, like we've always said, it's just a matter of time before the rest of the world starts to actually gang up on the US dollar to get rid of it, and every country starts to get into Bitcoin, its own country's stable currency, things of that nature. So again, this is an awesome article over at cryptoglobe.com, and these last two articles are going to be with the Tether situation. We'll do the first one over at bloomberg.com. Crypto market risk rises as Tether migrates to more blockchains. I'm just going to read one paragraph from this one because these guys get a little bit out of my league for this stuff here. Tether, the controversial token that serves as a conduit for trading coins on many of the world's largest crypto exchanges, is becoming the means for conducting transactions on a spate of new blockchains, the distributed digital ledgers that underpin the digital assets. So you can go into this article and read what they're talking about it. Myself, again, I've never been a fan of Tether. I don't like it. I do use it, and I will continue to use it. And before we forget, this is basically our 90-day warning from yesterday, July 31st, that the judge has extended 90 days for the New York Attorney General to continue to investigate. Now, what happens on the flip side? If Tether's cleared, status quo, things remain normal. Now, if it goes the wrong way, what we're going to see is two things going to happen. Half of that money is just going to disappear. People are going to get burnt, and they're just not want to. They're going to call crypto a scam. They'll call Bitcoin. They'll call everything in a scam in the world. The other half of that is going to be a positive reaction for all them buggers that have been hiding in Tether for so long that their money hasn't even touched the market. That portion of the money will come back into the market. So it actually might even itself out a little bit. And again, Tether has only been audited once, and even when they got audited, they delayed it multiple times, and even the audit wasn't transparent and crystal clear. Whereas TUSD, Pax, and Gemini, and all the other stable coins, they're on a regular auditing circle, so there's no issues with them right now. Now let's get to our final article of the day. Is over at theblockcrypto.com. New York Attorney General says information Bitfinex was asked to produce should have been at its fingertips. And there's one paragraph that I want to read here for you guys that just blows me away, and why this thing with Tether is really starting to scare the shit out of me. Excuse me, put my cigarette out. The New York Attorney General response alleges the information requested shouldn't have been all that hard to dredge up, including information on orders, issuances, and redemption of Tether, accounting of Ifinex's corporate, trading, and client counts, as well as tax filings and information on clients' cash withdrawals from its platform. Basically, the everyday operations of your business and the paperwork and the transactions of your everyday business, they couldn't even provide, even after the delay of the court proceedings. They were given an extra extension to provide this and still couldn't provide it. Myself, I'm not a computer science guy. I am not in that league of developer. But you know what? I've run enough businesses myself to know what? If you can't keep track of your business, your customers, what's coming in and what's going out, you're scamming somebody, and their fucking red flags are going up all over the place right now. So don't forget, yesterday was July the 31st. The judge gave them 90 days. So right now, Tether is still safe for up to 90 days, pretty much. But what happens if everything goes against them? And there's, in this article, they're talking about how it's costing Bitfinex $500,000 in legal counsel. You're making $1 billion a year, and you're complaining about $500,000 in an investigation where you're accused of stealing $700 million. Like, for fuck's sakes, this is the shit, that the daily drama of the cryptocurrency market. So let's get out of here. We'll have one more refresh. We see Bitcoin sitting at 10,390 right now. We'll have a quick look at the market overview one more time, and then we'll get out of here for you guys. Again, Bitcoin's still sitting at that 10,400. It's been literally fighting between 10,380 and 10,420 for about 3.5 to 4 hours right now, so we'll see where we go from there. But we got some love, so don't forget, we're at 260. We went to 275 yesterday's video. Now we're at 282. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll see where we're at. Hopefully we're sitting at 288, 290ish tomorrow, and it would be really nice to see some sideways up action. But as we've seen in the last 1 hour, 24, and 7 days, there's only 3 coins in the top 25 that are getting some love, so that worries me quite a bit, unless all of these things are now permanently algorithmed and permanently cycled to follow the chart, and you'll find out where it's going. We're not sure. We'll have to give it some more time and check that out. But anyways, this is 88 Fantastic, showing you how to take a bite out of the cryptocurrency market. Take care, y'all.